Hello there and welcome to my channel. I'm your girl Sharbella. Now for this video I did a sleek frontal pony slayage, okay? So if you would like to achieve this look, just stick around. Also, do not forget to tap that subscribe button down below. Let's jump right into the video. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab our Cantu Thermal Shield Heat Protectant and just use our flat iron to just straighten our hair from top to bottom. Now personally, I do not like a lot of products, gels, etc. If you guys do, then feel free to use stuff like that, but personally I prefer to go this way. Now that everything has been straightened, you know, you guys could go straighter if you want to, but I am currently suffering from heat damage, so that's a hard pass for me. Alright, so we're just going to section out our hair into a smaller section in the back, and we're going to grab that Got to Be Blasting Free spray, and we're just going to spray around the circumference. Alright, next we're just going to comb or brush in our hair into a tight grip ponytail and grab our blow dryer, put it on cool setting, and just hold it firmly on our hair where we use the Got to Be. So we're just doing that long enough for it to dry to hold in place. Alright, so basically all we're gonna do is the same thing. It's kind of repetitive. We're just gonna section out another section and grab our Got to Be once more, spray around the circumference, get a nice tight grip, and apply our blow dryer. And we're just gonna do that until we have a nice tight ponytail in the back of our heads. Next, we are going to grab our wig cap, preferably one that's closer to the tone of your skin. You could get these at any beauty supply store. So we're just going to grab that, and we're going to put that over our heads. And we're just going to secure that in place. Alright, so we're just going to spray some Got to Be glued onto our wig caps, and we're going to cut out a hole right where our ear is supposed to be. That way the sideburns is going to just stay down better instead of just like lifting off your head. Because usually if you don't, it usually kind of just lifts off. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but if you do, then you do. So yeah, after that is done, you're just going to grab your blow dryer and you're just going to do the same thing. Just put it on cool setting and blow dry. Alright, so we're just going to cut off the excess piece of cap there at the front, the parts that we did not apply the Got to Be glue to, because that part is going to kind of be the marker of where you're going to lay your wig. And make sure you cut the cap off as close to your scalp as possible so that it gives it that natural scalp look and feel to it. Now that that's all gone, we're just gonna grab our frontal. As you can see, my frontal is already pre-plucked and customized for my head because I wore this frontal before with a frontal ponytail. If you guys would like to see how I customize my frontals, just leave a comment down below and I will get on a video for that. Okay, so right here, I am just marking up where I would love my frontal to be on my cap because next we're going to sew that down. Now that we have lined our frontal up exactly where we want it to lay on our heads, we're just going to grab some needle and thread and we're just going to sew the frontal onto the stocking cap, and don't worry, it will stay in place. So we're just going to start from the middle and we're going to sew downwards. Now, as you can see in this video, I forgot to apply Gots to Be glue to the side of my cap. So I'm just going to do that right now. You guys could do it before this section. It doesn't matter as long as you get it on before you sew your whole frontal down. And as soon as that is done, you could just jump right back into sewing the rest of your frontal down. Our frontal is all sewed down. We're just gonna grab some makeup in our shade, some foundation, and we're just gonna apply that all over the wig cap. Now this gives it a skin-like look. So next we are going to grab our bold holes glue and we're just gonna dot that onto both sides of our head just to get the product on there. And then when we're done with that, we're just going to use our fingers and just blend it into a thin layer. Once more, we're going to grab that blow dryer and we're just going to put it on cool setting again and just dry that up. We're just going to apply another layer of glue and basically repeat the same step that we just did. All right, now that our glue is nice and tacky, we're just gonna go right ahead and lay that frontal down. I'm going to show you how I melt my lace into my scalp. All right, so we're just gonna get a rat tail comb, which is a comb with like a silver tail, and we're just gonna get some glue, and we're gonna put a little bit on the tip of our comb, and we're just gonna spread that very thinly across the tip of our frontal. Now, I usually like to work from outwards in, because if you start from inwards, then it's a possibility that your lace might get on the glue, and then you don't want to have to deal with that, because that's just sticky and messy and looks not as laid or professional as you guys would want it to be. So we're going to do that to both sides. And when that has dried, we are just going to lay that down with our comb. After our frontal is completely laid, we're just going to go right ahead and grab us a pair of scissors and cut the excess wig cap off the back where we are going to have the ponytail. Look at that scalp, honey. What lace, okay? This junk is slayed to the frontal gods, okay? So we're just gonna go right ahead and put a part to the side, because that's what we're doing. We're doing a side part ponytail. So we're just gonna put a part, and we're gonna put a part to the back, like a L part, so that that section of the frontal covers our real hair, so it looks way more sleek and looks like the actual texture of the ponytail. Of the frontal, I'm sorry. We're gonna add some mousse to the hair, and I am using the Tresemme number 4 extra firm control, and that's basically just gonna sculpt the hair into place and just hold it in the position you want it to. All right, next we're gonna grab our hot comb, and then we're gonna just apply that directly to the hair, like hold it down firmly on the hair to make sure we press the hair out really flat, just to get that, natural look, because we want it to be really flat, and that's the secret to having a natural looking frontal. So we're just going to keep doing that to all of the hair until we get it as flat as we please. And we're just going to keep going through with our hot comb, because for this part of the video, the hot comb is our best friend, okay? Because we need that frontal to look very flat and natural. All right, this next step is also very important. I'm going to section the hair, which is the part that's going to be in front of my face. We're going to section that part, and we're going to add mousse in between the sections just to get it to be really flat and to hold and be like stiff, because you don't want your hair to be, you know, falling out of place by like tomorrow or in 2 or 3 days. Now that that's done, we're just going to grab our best friend once more, which is the hot comb, and we're just going to do the same thing. But this part is very important because now it's in the position we want it to be in. So basically now you're just trying to make sure it stays that way and stays very flat while doing it. For this part, we're going to use our Gots to Be blasting spray, and that's what we're going to use to actually hold the ponytail and the frontal in place and actually apply like that, give it that sleek look, because it gives it that sleek, shiny look that we all need in a ponytail. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're just going to spray that and use our hot comb and go over it and just get that where we want it to be, into that perfect little ponytail. Now that that's done, we're just going to take out our temporary ponytail and we're just going to slick our hair back into the actual ponytail that we are going to be using. Okay, so we're just going to use a rubber band or whatever you have at home to just get that into a nice sleek ponytail. So this is the result of our frontal ponytail. Next, we're just going to create some baby hairs, and that is that for the frontal part of this tutorial. Okay, now that that's all done, we're just going to braid our hair just a plain basic braid. And when you're done with that, you're just going to use a rubber band to hold it tight so that the braid don't come out. We're gonna grab a piece of wrap strip and we're gonna just wrap that straight down to the bottom of our hair, and then we're just gonna use a rubber band or a few rubber bands and just secure it in place. The hair that I'm using for my ponytail is called Model Italian Curl. You could also get that at any beauty supply store. It is really cheap. I don't remember the cost, but I know that it's really cheap. All right, so we're just gonna get some hair glue and we're gonna just apply it at the weft area, and we're just gonna wrap that around. And we're not gonna use a lot of hair glue. We're just gonna use like a little bit here and there just to really hold it in place. Because trust me, it really holds it in place. Now we're going to section out a very little piece of the ponytail, and we're going to just comb that through, and make sure you comb it all the way through, because we're going to apply some Gots to Be styling spray again, and we're going to just smooth that around the ponytail to give it a natural look, like it's actually your hair. Now we're just going to do some final touches, and voila. Guys, thank you so much for watching my first ever YouTube video. It means a lot to me. Also, do not forget to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment in the comment section. I will see you guys in my next video.